Good evening. Welcome to Sriveda IT. This is DS Prasad. I am an AI engineer, and in the process of recursion, we are discussing almost nine concepts, and now we are in the tenth concept. That is, how recursion works. How recursion works internally. Recursion works internally. Most important concept. How it is going to work. Okay. We are going to see that one. For example, let us consider any example. So here, so consider an example. Consider example program. Example program. So here I'm going to take the function as a def and the name of the recursion function as a recursion, and inside parameters I'm not taking. Taking one step. And then I'm going to take that string. Here inside function I'm giving the name as inside function. After that, here I'm going to start printing this recursion. Print, start. Okay. And after that, I'm going to call the recursion function. Recursion. I'm going to call the recursion function, and then I'm going to print this end statement. Okay. So this is called my program. How this program is going to work? Let's see that. Understanding of this program. Here, what I'm doing here is just I'm copying and collecting here, and I'm going to paste here. Now we will see that. Yeah. This is the program. Now, what I'm going to do here is, let's see that how it is going to work. First of all, what is happening means it will go to this line, and after that this line, and it will come outside of it, and it is going to print that start. After that, there is a function called recursion function. Directly it will go to this function, and inside that print inside function. Print inside function. Okay. After printing that one, already this print statement has been printed, and then now it will print that end function. This is the execution flow of this recursion: start, inside function, and then end. For example, if you want to know that in detailed execution flow, we will see that execution flow. How it is going to work. First of all, main will be there. What is the main in the sense means like address. Address of a stack frame. What is stack frame? What is stack call stack? All these things we will learn in next two concepts. Okay. Main. After that, print. It is going to print that start function. And after that, it is we have a recursion function, right? And this recursion function is going to call that print. Inside that, we have a statement called inside function. Inside function. And after that, return to the main. Return to the main means main address. Return to the main, and it will print. It will print that end. It will print that end. Okay. This is the actual visual representation, like execution flow of this program. And here we need to notice some kind of things. What I have noticed here means, see here, notice when recursion, when recursion is called, when recursion is called, Python, Python stops executing main. Python stops executing main. That is main function. It stops executing the main function whenever recursion is called. Python stops executing this main. This main. Not executed. Okay. That is the thing. Here after that, executes function. After that executes function, and comes back exactly where it left. Comes back exactly where it left. That is the importance of this notice. What exactly this notice means? Here I explained this program, right? I'm going to explain once again. Here this is the first line, and this is the second line, and it will comes here, and it will start printing. Main means address will start printing the start. After that, there is a recursion function, right? It will go to the function, and it will go inside that whatever the statement or whatever the logic is there, it is going to print. It will print inside function. After that, here this execution, whatever is there, right? So that main function stops printing, and what it will do means, so here, wherever it is left, so where left it left, here recursion, it printed. After that, what is the next one? So it will come to the print statement and it will print that end. Okay. So wherever it is stopped, and from there, it is going to print that output. Okay. So for example, if you want to see one more visual representation of an example, so visual representation. So representation. So of another example. So here, for example, print the numbers. So from 1 to 5 or 5 to 1, whatever it may be. So first of all, we are having the main, and so it will take the function 3 and it will call the function 2. So here it will call the function 1 and it will call the function 0. So whenever it comes to here, this is a base case, and it will start return. Return in the sense means print. So it will go back and it will return function 1 and it will return function 2 and it will return function 3, and then finally, so it is going to back to the main address. So back to the main address means started from here and then going back to here. Okay. So like that, this kind of concept is going to be used, how recursion works internally. So whatever the program we have written, let's see that, so whether it is going to work as we expected or not. Like a depth, so I'm going to take the recursion. So here I'm not taking any parameters inside of it, and print. So here this is called as inside function. So inside function, and after that come out of this and then print. So print, so start, and after that, so call that recursion function. So recursion, so recursion function, and also print end. So print end. So let's execute this. See, start recursion inside the function. So here it will comes to the recursion. So once it comes to the recursion function, stops executing the main, and it will go to the function and print inside function. After that, wherever it is left, and it will came there and it will print that one. Okay, print end. So that is how this recursion works internally. In the next section, we are going to discuss about the more important concepts, so which are very important. So why? Because so whatever the doubts or how the procedure is happening till now for the first 10 concepts is going to reflect on the concepts from 11 to, so 11 to something around 18. So 11 to 18. So in the 11, we are going to discuss about, so call stack, what is meant by call stack, so which is important concept. And after that, we are going to talk about stack frame. So what is the stack frame? And also we are going to discuss about what is meant by pop and then what is meant by push. All these are very much important concepts that we are going to see one by one in the upcoming sessions. Okay. Thank you.